Here in this practice session of image slideshow, I will explain the basic characteristics of population in India. I am going to explain the various aspects of Indian population. For these various aspects of Indian population, another term is used. That term is known as demography. Demography is nothing but explaining the aspects or characters of the population of India. So we will see what are the sources of demographic data in India. The first important source of demographic data means the data which is related with the population, the data which is related with the different aspects of the population, the data which is related with different characteristics of population is known as demographic data. The first important source of the data is population census. After every 10 years, we do collect the data from each and every individual or each and every person of the country. It is the primary source of data. After every 10 years, the government or the administration do collect this type of specific data from the individual of the country. So it is a source of direct, what is say, we can say, the uh, primary source of data. Each and every individual is met and data is collected from him. So the second source of the demographic data or the data of the characteristics of population is from registration of vital events. Registration of vital events means the important events. For example, birth is an important event in the human life. Death is also considered as a sad event. For example, the marriage is also considered as a very important event in a life of an individual. So at the time of birth, particularly in municipal offices, the registration of the birth is mandatory. We will get birth certificate from there, or at the village level in Gram Panchayat, we will get the birth certificate from that place. So that is what the registration of that particular event. And after death, we do collect the death certificates from the concerned department. The registration of death is also important. And in some cases, when we do marriage at the registry office, then the event of that marriage is also registered. So such registration of some important events, from that particular important events, we also do collect the data. The third is sample survey. The administration at the time, whenever they need certain data regarding the population, they do conduct various surveys, and from that surveys they do collect the sample data regarding the population. And the fourth important source of the demographic data is international publications. Like World Bank organizes certain surveys of the countries, they do collect the data. Then World Health Organization do collect the data. Then United Nations do collect specific data regarding the population. So the publications of World Health Organization, the publications of World Bank, the publications of uh, United Nations is considered as the international publication of the data which is related with the demography. The most important source of the demographic data, or the most important source of the data regarding the population, is census. So in this slide we will see the introduction of the census. What is population census? Here in this slide, I explain some basic information about the population census. The population census, it collects the basic economic and social information or economic and social data of each and every individual of the country. So after every 10 years, we do conduct this type of census in our country. That is, it is conducted at the regular intervals, usually after every 10 years. The beginning of the modern census in India was in the year 1872. It is head counting only. The modern census in the British period, we started conducting the data of population. In the year 1872, we counted just the number of persons which are residing in the country which was controlled by British Raj. Only we counted the head, one, two, three, four, the number of individuals residing in the British Raj in this particular country. So, in the year 1881, we started conducting the census after every regular interval of 10 years. The first census of independent India was conducted in the year 1951. And the procedure of conducting the census after every regular 10 years is started from 1881. Means the first census was conducted in 1881, then next second census was conducted in 1891. Now that means after 10 years. The third census was conducted in 1901. Fourth was conducted in 1910. Fifth was conducted in 1921. So in this way, after every 10 years, that procedure started from the year 1881. Here, I am giving some information, some facts about the census of population census of 2011. It was the 15th national census of India, and the Registrar General of this 15th national census was C. Chandramouli. He was the Commissioner and Registrar General, and the data is collected from each and every individual in this particular census from 6 lakh villages, 5,767 tahsils, 28 states, and 7 union territories has been covered in this census. These are the basic characteristics of Indian population. Under 12 different 10 to 12 different heads, we can study the characteristics of the population of India. These are some facts of the increasing growth rate of the population of India. The phases from 1891 to 1921. Second phase is from 1821 to 1951. It is particularly in the pre-British era. If we see in the British period, or before independence, the status of the population was sometime it was stagnant population, and after some time period it became the steady population. But after independence, since from the planned economic development period, we can say there is a rapid and high growth of population. And after 1881, there was a high growth with definite signs of slowing down. So here in